What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Mediazewtv. And in this episode, Reggie Wright goes on a rant when he's asked about what the late Clark Kent said about Biggie dying and blaming it on Tupac, accusing him of the Quad City studio shooting. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go.
Let me explain to y'all my position on death, y'all. My position on death is Biggie date from God was March the 9th, 1997. God knew that already. Tupac Shakur date was September the 13th, 1996. That was his date. We listening to this, we don't know our dates yet. God does. Let me just my opinion. So when people always say on YouTube and all of that, he wouldn't have died that day, if this or that, then you don't believe in the Bible. Okay, now, would Biggie Small die that way? Who knows? That part, me and preachers and my reading and understanding of the Bible difference, or I quite can't understand that part. Whether we have free will to die, how we going to die, that part I don't get, understand, or know. I'll be honest. Biggie died because, number one, and Clark Clinton and all of them forget, he got booed off the stage in Sacramento. So they already know the feelings of people in California. Okay, they'll say because of what he's saying. That's why they booed him off the stage and all of that. Did he do Long Kiss Goodnight that week or the day before he got shot and killed?
Yeah, he went on the radio and did a freestyle where he mentioned a lot of the lyrics from that song.
Okay, so that's Tupac's fault? That's Tupac's fault? Tupac has never said, that's where everybody always lying on Tupac, that Biggie set him up. I ain't never heard him say that. Tupac's position was, y'all hear this, y'all hear this. And all you channels that like to bite me and soundbite me and put up shit and critique what I say, y'all make sure y'all hear this part. Because this is the most important part. Tupac never ever stated that Biggie was in on the setup, as far as I know. He said that because he was trying to warn him a week before on the video shoot and told him, hey, don't be around these guys. We'll talk about it later. After it happened, he went to ask him, hey, you remember you was trying to tell me these niggas was going to rob me and shoot me and all of that? Well, who was it? Who was it you was trying to warn me and give me heads up about? Because those the motherfuckers that did it. And I'm going to do whatever. And now Biggie want to be Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay, King of New York. Then go find out. Or whoever you told you this, where you was going to give me heads up, you was going to give me heads up, and somebody else was supposed to give me heads up. Somebody else was supposed to give me heads. Why y'all ain't coming and bringing this to me now? And telling me who gave you information where you felt compelled to bring it to me to tell me Haitian Jack was dirty. That's who I heard him talk about in the song. I ain't never heard him talk about Jimmy Hitchman or all of that. So that's who he felt. He already knew this nigga did him dirty and had him in jail for a rape that he didn't do. Cause this bitch is cool with it. This nigga's cool with that bitch. And he the one brought her around. But now y'all want to give me heads up about this dude and all of that. But now, after done got shot up and all of that, all I want to know is what happened. Tell me, what information did you get for you to tip me off? Well, you was going to tip me off later on. We'll talk later. We'll holler later. But now you Scooby-Dooby-Doo on me. Oh, bullshit, motherfucker. Oh, you Scooby-Dooby-Doo, you in on it. You was willing to tell me a week ago, and you was going to tell me later, but now that the shit done happened, you don't want to tell me? And I'm your boy? We supposed to have been like that? That's why Tupac was mad. Y'all get that. He ain't never gonna give Biggie the credit that he had that type of juice to have something like that to happen. Or Puff. That ain't what the man was saying. That's not his point. His point is, if you got heads up and know something, point me in that direction. So, the person who, when he investigating, direction he get pointed into is who? It's coming out now. Now, I know a lot of y'all say that nigga just taking credit and saying what he was in on it and all of that. He didn't know, he wasn't even there and all of that. Okay, all right. But he said Big Stretch. He said Big Stretch was in on it. He was the one. And I said, oh, they didn't have cell phones back then. Yeah, we did have cell phones. We actually had Motorola burners where we just paid a motherfucker $100 and they last for about a week or 2 weeks or whatever, or a month if you got lucky. So we had cell phones back then. Y'all don't know about it, but we had them. And niggas like me that can afford them, we had them in our cars and we had the ones to walk around. So there were cell phones around. You just didn't want to be on that motherfucker until what? 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You gonna pay up the ass if you get on that. Don't be calling me at those 7 and 8. What you calling me? The niggas costing me 35 cents, 65 cents a minute to talk to your ass. That's too deep for a lot of you youngsters. So no, I went off track. I'm just trying to, bring light to the situation. Yes, everybody misquoting Tupac because they want to be such Biggie small dick suckers. Yeah, Clark Kent, you suck Biggie dick. You can still got a picture of him in your house. What motherfucker got a picture of another nigga in their house? I don't give a fuck if it ain't Jesus Christ or one of my family members. Anyway, or my son. But anyway, all right. That's funny to me. But anyway, that's all the point was. That Tupac believed was that you knew about it, you was gonna give me heads up on it, give me heads up on it now. And he didn't want to.
Ay, candy stove, sweet like sugar. Down south, shot it, ooh, she a looker. Ay, from the dirty, let us cook it.